Virus pioneer Fred Cohen and VMyths columnist Louis Z. Cook suffered a horrifying denial of service attack, or DOS, last week. It also happened to antivirus alumni Arya Goretsky, and to my brother Terry, and to my relatives Ed and Vera, and to my wife's friend Steve, and to my friend Carla. The vicious attack knocked more than 1 million computers off the internet and destroyed at least 4 million email addresses. Almost 1 million victims flooded the internet with messages to tens of millions of users, urging them to update their address books. Many other victims, some of them businessmen who lost their advertised email addresses, scrambled to find an unaffected internet connection so they could set up new email accounts. The atrocity isolated school computer networks around the country. Many businesses must print reams of new stationery because of the attack. Heaven help us, the amount of global negative productivity might add up to billions of dollars. Incredibly, the attack didn't come at the hands of a deadly computer virus, nor did it come at the hands of a deranged 14-year-old hacker wannabe. No, I'm talking about the at-home AT&T controversy. Millions of customers woke up one morning to find their internet service taken away from them by force. I coined a new acronym to describe it, SPA, short for Service Provider Attack. Page 2. The at-home SPA came at exactly the wrong time for Cook, who needed to make an important change to a column he posted. He ended up calling me by phone because he couldn't email me. Ironically, I'll bet a donut Cook selected AT&T as his default long-distance carrier. With the pending midnight possible shutdown of all 4.1 million at-home customers, the largest internet outage of all time is about to take place, Cohen moaned in a public email. Whether and to what extent this will impact the rest of the global information infrastructure is yet to be seen. I, for one, may well be off the net for quite some time. Anyone know of a good dial-in access point? Mind you, Cook and Cohen and millions of others paid their attacker for this privilege. Even more incredibly, FBI's National Infrastructure Protection Center did not issue a warning despite having plenty of advance notice. Sadly, the feds were too busy writing yet another silly cyber terrorism report. This one about a deadly Uber hacker who calls himself Fluffy Bunny. Most incredibly of all, reporters don't seem very concerned by the tragic losses of this attack. If a computer virus did this, you know full well the media would go ballistic. Why does this double standard exist? Page 3. In other news, attrition.org announced their ISP viciously attacked them for more than a week and would probably continue to attack them in the near future. Our ISP, Infocad, was recently purchased by GetNet, attrition.org explained. For some bizarre reason, they decided to try to redo the entire network a day before the Thanksgiving holiday. As you can guess, this was not the best idea and led to half of our downtime. GetNet was also nice enough not to trust the key Infocad admins with router passwords, essentially cutting them off from doing their job. This led to even more downtime, ... If you listened to media reports last year, and if you listen to computer security lecturers these days, you'd think Mafia Boy waged a horrifying attack against Amazon.com. Quite the contrary. A company official privately admitted his firm worries more about an SPA than a DOS. I believe Amazon.com let the FBI scream about the Mafia Boy attack because they reaped more in free publicity than they lost in downtime. SPAs come from places you might not expect. Take antivirus firm Message Labs, for example. A VMyths reader who requested anonymity claims, 5 people at my location opened the Goner virus yesterday. Not me, I have more sense. This morning, each and every one of them has had over 600 identical emails from support@messagelabs.com telling them they've sent out a potentially harmful message and what they should do about it. They're still coming. So, as if the virus wasn't bad enough, our servers are still struggling to cope with thousands of useless Message Labs emails. A Message Lab spokesman admits his firm attacks customers with mail bombs. Client victims can't opt out of these attacks, but things may change for the better in the first quarter of 2002. Oh, which reminds me, Message Lab screamed, "Industry set to lose virus battle in 2001," in a press release they wrote some time back. Yes, we lost the high-tech war to a security firm that floods its own customers' email servers. Page 4. I should note VMyths saw its share of SPAs in 2001. Our upstream provider committed numerous atrocities with their domain name service machines, forcing us to establish our own domain name services at great expense. Mind you, we paid our attacker for this privilege. Ironically, VMyths still relied on our attacker the last time I asked our patron saint about it. Yeah, I know they attack without warning, but they're a business. Of course. So why not just hire Mafia Boy to whack VMyths? He'll do the same thing for half price, and we can milk it for free publicity. Seriously, folks, a DOS is like an SPA with a built-in ROI. I'm Rob Rosenberger for VMyths. That's VMyths.com. Truth about computer virus hysteria. Be there or be scared.